Scott Baronic,
Nate Capa,
hitting you up.
with the workout of the day. Hey guys, Nate and Scott here with today's exercise of the day.
Today, the exercise of the day is steamboats.
So steamboats is an exercise that targets the muscles of the hip. It's really important with this to realize that this is sometimes the movements aren't as big as what you'd think they'd be with this. So go ahead and kind of show the steamboats go in 4 different directions. They go outside, they go forward, they go across, and they go back. Now, what I want everybody to notice is that when Scott does this, no matter what direction he's going, his shoulders and his hips are barely moving. They're all staying really stationary. So all the movement is happening from his hip. So the muscles in his hip are the ones that are being worked out. I see a lot of people with this one really trying to fight for extra, especially with going back. Back is the one that people really try, and they lean forward.
This is not helping you.
That's not what you want to do. So I usually try to tell people, go right to your kitchen counter, and hopefully you have cupboards that hang over. So if you lean forward, bam, it hits you in the head.
There you go.
And so it keeps you from doing that. I don't really want anybody to get hit in the head. But the idea is that you really want to isolate. And I mean, look at how little movement I'm getting there.
That's what you're doing.
That right there is enough movement to engage for the exercise. It's all really small movements. And you want to really focus on nice slow movements and contracting those muscles. It's good to do maybe 5 to 10 in each direction. 3 to 5 sets of that, just depending on how everything feels. If and when you get to a point, and this is a great one to do on both legs, because what's happening while you're working your other side? What are you working on with the prosthesis right now?
Balance and weight shifting, weight shifting's crucial.
So this is a good one, and you don't want to neglect your other side. You always want to keep that strong also. So going through this is one that's really beneficial to not skip the other side. When and if those get pretty easy, you can get more advanced by adding some TheraBands, some tension bands. A lot of times in the home, this is a hard thing to do, but if you have like a stair railing or a piano that has a strong leg, you need something that's going to give lots of resistance, that's going to really hold in place. A chair wouldn't be strong enough.
So they do make bands of different thicknesses if you need to increase or decrease resistance. But as you can see here, and you will need to change the position of how you're standing now when you're doing it with the band to work on the proper muscle group. But I can decrease resistance just by getting closer to the band. So if I go like this, I have a lot less resistance than if I was to come out here where I've got tension on the band. Now I'm going like this.
Another thing that's important to note is the placement of the band here. No, you can't see where Scott's prosthetic socket ends, but his socket ends right about here. So you can see that he has this band placed about mid-socket, definitely above the cut end of his tibia. If he were to put the band down here lower, what that's going to do is it's going to shift the socket, and it's going to displace the weight wrong, and it's going to put forces...
All the forces will be on my residual
on the limb.
As I do the exercises now, the pressure is still being distributed evenly in the prosthetic socket because I don't have that pressure distal to the sockets.
Right.
So now...
And you see there's not a whole lot of change there. And that's what's really important about this exercise. It's not about how high can you get your heel in the air. It's about really feeling the muscles right here squeezing and fatiguing, because those fatigue pretty fast, don't they?
Mm-hmm. So
the cross is one of the harder ones to do with the band.
And again, it's not about how far over you go. It's just firing those muscles.
If you can get to a point where you can do a little hold at the end, one, and then let it go, and then you can change it up. So you can maybe do your first set where you just go through, warm up, do 10 where you're just moving, and then maybe set 2 you go and hold for 1, and hold for 1. Again, these exercises are called steamboats. Do you know why they're called steamboats, Scott?
No, tell me.
Me
Hit
either. That's not something. That's not information that I have. I was trying to set you up.
Yeah. Me either. Because I think I can.
Right.
No, that's a steam train.
That's a train.
Never mind.
All right.
Call to action. Do it.